Shwmae Ffrindiau, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me in today's video. So this video is part of a collaboration with some amazing and talented nail artists and ladies from the Nail Natterers club. So this theme for this collab is bats and cats. I can't quite remember who suggested the theme, but yeah, I'm excited. I don't really do Halloween nails, so yeah, let's give it a go. So I'm going to go down the cutesy type vibe, I think. So I've got my tips all ready. I've given them a buff. As it is just nail tips, I'm not going to bother base coating them. I'm just going to give them a wipe over with some isopropyl alcohol. And yeah, we're going to jump straight in. I don't know whether I'm going to talk through this or whether I'll do a voiceover. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, shall we? Right, so don't judge me. I've taken my gloves off. This light is doing my head in. I think what it is, my lamp, my overhead light, no, in the room, the lights have blown, the bulbs have blown, and I haven't got any to put in. But yes, I'm going to try and go without my gloves, but yeah, like I said in my last video, my nails are all manky, so yeah, don't judge a girl. So I'm going to take my first colour, which is M109, which is this gorgeous pale pink colour. And I'm going to give two nails a coat of this. So I kind of got an idea what I'm doing, but I'm also kind of winging it, which is nothing usual for me. So I'm just going to take some matte top coat and just do a quick layer. So taking a palette, I am going to take number 081 and put some down. And also number M086. So on two nails, I'm going to be doing like a patchwork type design, in almost like a bit of a French twist. So taking a small to medium liner, I'm just mapping out my first like triangle or area on the nail. Once I'm happy, I will fill that in with that particular colour, give it a cure, and then go in with the second colour in the opposite direction. So now I'm going to take that darker colour and paint the diagonal in the opposite direction. We're trying to finish off roughly at the same point as the lighter pink. Then again, filling it in and popping it in for a cure, and then going over with a matte top coat. So I've taken some black Madam Glam gel paint onto my palette, and then picking some up with my liner brush, I'm just going to paint on some stitches. So I'll do a cross, which will come out like a double stitch, and some single lines doing single stitches. However, what I realised after was that I forgot to outline the two colours with a black line just to make it stand out. So you will see at some point that those nails will have those lines on. So I also repeat this step on the other nail, which I won't show you because it's just a repeat of what I am doing. Again, once I'm happy, pop it in to the lamp and give it a matte top coat. This is then coming out of the lamp, as you can see, still missing that black line, and adding that in at a later stage really makes the nail pop. So on these two nails, I'm going in with a lighter pink again, just to give each of the nails some bit of contrast. Again, it's a JJ polish. Yeah, so two thin coats. And then afterwards, then we're going to put a bit of sparkle on each of the nails. So taking some pink mylar, I'm just going to press it in to the tacky layer. However, this was more difficult than what it seemed because it wasn't much of a tacky layer. So yeah, I put it on the nail. I use my finger to press it in, but then I'll go over with a matte top coat and then add some more bits of mylar in the gaps. And I then repeat exactly the same steps on the second nail. So now it's time to put some charms on. So I'm taking the McCart rhinestone gem glue and just popping some onto each of the nails. So I'm going to put a bat on one nail and a cat on another nail. And once I'm happy with the position of both, again it just goes into the lamp for a full cure. How cute are those charms though? Really, really happy that I saw these on AliExpress. It was, yeah, they were in my last haul on my last video. So they have come out of the lamp after having a full cure, but I just felt that there was something a bit missing from the nail. So I've taken some Born Pretty painting gel or pat gel, given it a bit of a stir because it started to separate. So I'm going to pop some of the paint onto my palette, not too much but enough for what I need, and then I go in to paint some little stars on each of the nail. So I do some 4 pointed stars and then just some dots around it, just to have a contrast between 2 different designs of stars. Yeah, and it just gives that little extra to the nail. So for the stars, you just take a dotting tool, pop a dot onto the nail, and then using your liner brush, I always like to put a little amount of paint onto my brush, but then you start from the center, you pull upwards then downwards and left to right or right to left, however you want. And as you're coming towards the end where you want the point to finish, you slightly ease up on the pressure, and it just gives you that nice kind of like flick at the end. So now all I'm going to do is take my dotting tool and just add a few dots for the illusion of some smaller stars in the background. It took me a while to decide what I was going to do for the middle nail, but I decided to go in with the patchwork design again. So using that same pink colour that we used for the nail charm nails, I've gone in with 2 coats of that, and then using the original 2 pink colours that I used on the first 2 nails for the patchwork, I've just gone in and done some squares coming off the nail on different angles. Pop it in for the cure. I'll then outline each of those squares in black. The line is very, very thin, and then I will go over with the black gel paint again and do some stitches so it matches the first 2 nails. So after that nail had a matte top coat, just to tie it in with the other nails, I'm taking a dotting tool and adding some dots to this nail. It just, like I said, it just really helps pull the design together. Then I'll go in for a cure and then a final matte top coat. Before the final reveal, you will see that I added 2 small bats on each of like the French nail as well. So I just wanted to give you a quick clip of that before we go into the final reveal. So, are we ready for the final reveal? This is what I've come up with for my design for the Nail Natterers collab with a theme of bats and cats. Yeah, thought I'd go down the cute girly route. Use some charms, nice super easy design. But yeah, that's everything. So don't forget, I will leave a playlist down in the description box of everybody who has joined in the collab. So please go on over and give them a watch and a like and a subscribe. And yeah, if you could do the same for me, if you're not already, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you would never miss a video. And please give my video a thumbs up. It really, really does help. But yeah, that is everything from now. I hope you enjoyed this video. But for now, it's goodbye. Hwyl fawr. Until next time. Bye-bye.